Hi! Happy New Year and welcome back to Facebook Live and the Margaret and Kate show. We do have Kate here with me as always.
Hello.
And you might see her hand. No hands today?
No
you don't need to pass me anything?
Yeah, I don't know. You'd have to get creative.
So we're excited and happy because it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood here in South Florida. We have glorious weather, don't we?
Yes, absolutely.
It's like in the 60s maybe?
Yes. Yeah, windows are open.
Fresh air, because it's rare that we can open our windows, right?
Yep.
Hey, did we end up laminating the cover to the new deck? We're going to show you
I'll be right back.
something exciting here. So you know I have these 5 decks. The Angels and Gemstone Guardians cards is my first one. My second one is the Archangels and Gemstone Guardians cards. The third one, oh we have this here twice, is the Masters, Mystic Saints and the Gemstone Guardians. Actually, that's not really the third one. This is the third one. If we want to get literal as to publication dates. Crystal Intentions Oracle. Then the Masters, Mystic Saints and the Gemstone Guardians. And then the Animal Allies and Gemstone Guardians. But wait, there's more. Kate went across the hall to go get it. I have the cover to it. And it is in the catalog. I'm very excited. And it's called Gemstone Guardians and Your Soul Purpose. So that one comes with a booklet that has approximately 20,000 words. So it's a decent sized booklet. And 44 cards. It's going to be beautiful. I've seen most of the mock-ups. And hopefully we'll see the final very soon. It's ready to go into the laminator, as you can see by this.
It's
And
laminated.
that's the
It's
cover.
just not cut yet.
It is laminated. I see. Oh yes, it's still warm. So that's the new cover. I'm so excited. And I'm pretty sure it's a bit bigger than these other decks because of the book and deck combination.
I don't know if that's the correct size. I just kind of winged it.
Yeah, because it was a PDF,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. So what we do with the Gemstone Oracle, just so you know, is you think of something, some area of your life that you want some guidance, some inspiration. And if you're on Facebook Live right now in this moment, which is 1-ish on January 6th, 2020, you can type into the area below this live production. Yeah, we're a production, all right. And put your question in, and as soon as we can, we'll get to you. We'll start first with our studio audience, our live studio audience.
Yes.
So do one of you want to go first? Who wants to go first? You want to go?
Sure.
Okay. And did you already have a question in mind? Because there's a couple of things happening over here. You did?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it's the tiger's eye, but do you want to share it out loud? You don't have to.
Absolutely.
What's the question?
Where's my career going?
Oh, well, that's a fortune-telling kind of thing.
Okay.
So I'm going to say it's this card then, because there's a bunch that fell out. So the question is, where do you want it to go? So I asked the question back. You need to decide what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Once you get really super clear on that, you can create that reality through focused intention and, of course, action, certain actions. The copper card was one of those that fell out, which has to do a lot with being abundant and being a conduit, conduit for information. You wearing copper? You are. So that's perfect. So the affirmation, you got chills? I am a conduit for goodness and prosperity. I receive inspiration and great wealth. And then on the other back side of the card is be a clear conduit for messages and intuition. So that means you decide, I'm going to pay attention to the subtle and not so subtle signs that are placed on my path so you can actually take action based on that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Complete inventions, formulas, and creative works. So if there's something that you've left sort of half done somewhere, do it. Do it. Do it. Say it.
Do it.
Do it.
I don't do it as good as Amy.
Amy does it really well.
Do it.
Amy, who does a lot of our shipping and does so many projects here at the store, she has a great way of saying, do it. And the other thing that copper can help you with is to amplify courage and confidence. So just keep increasing that and knowing that you can, anything you want to do, you can do it. Good? Beautiful. Anybody waiting online for with a question?
We have a couple.
Okay.
So let's see. Gloria Rivera Fellini.
Hi, Gloria, all the way from Miami.
She says, congratulations and Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you.
And then she asks if there are any messages about a new job in January,
Job stuff is the question of the day.
which goes along with your new deck very well, I think.
Oh, it does. That's right.
That's why I was like, I think we should print the cover.
Yeah, so earlier, Kate said, don't you think we should print the cover of your new deck? I'm like, all right, we can. It is available for pre-order on Amazon. I should do a commercial advertisement. So if you went to Amazon.com and typed in either Margaret Ann Lembo or Gemstone Guardians and Your Soul Purpose, then you would find it. Now, what does that have to do with the answer? So I'm going to say something here. We do have to sing our own praises. I think that's part of this message too, is like being okay with saying, look at what I did, or look what I can do. So if you haven't already sung your praises, Gloria, to the people who need to know, then it's time. It's time for you to embrace who you are. This is a message for all of us anyway. But embrace who you are, embrace all the things that you have to bring to the table, and start thinking in a way that it's like, they should be so lucky to have me working as part of their team. I know I have great things that I can contribute. How did she phrase the question again?
Any message about a new job in January? So I'm not sure if it's
We
will there
don't
be
know
a
that-
new job or if she's starting a new job. I'm not sure.
I think she wants to get a new job.
Yeah.
So if she doesn't reply, okay, the card that flipped out. Oh my goodness, this copper.
It is the stone of the day.
Yep. So Archangel Zadkiel is associated. This is from the Archangels and Gemstone Guardians cards. And this is about also transformation and having compassion and forgiveness. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say there might be something that happened at your last position that may have not made you very happy. And if you haven't already forgiven that situation, I'm going to recommend that you let yourself do some ho'oponopono work, like I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Look that up if you don't already know what ho'oponopono is, because we could talk a long time just on that,
Yeah.
right? Very long. And let go of that energy so that it doesn't go with you to the next position. Did she write whether she's waiting to find a new position?
She said waiting to hear about an interview.
Okay.
So stuff is in the works.
All right, so this is the affirmation. There's a bunch of stuff on here. So I'm going to use this affirmation for you specifically. I have the courage and self-confidence to create my world. So if for some reason you hear back from that interview that it didn't work out, have the realization that that's not for the highest good for all concerned. That's one part of it. And that there's something better coming soon. And know that you can create anything you want. So if that's not exactly what you wanted, get clear on that, because if you don't really want to be there because it's not exactly what you were hoping for, I know you want money, but you want to be happy in the long run. Don't you think, Kate? Any thoughts you have? Because Kate is very intuitive and very wise.
No, I think you covered it with the, it'll happen when it's meant to and it'll be the right thing. And if it doesn't work out, it's not the right thing. And yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But she needs money in the meantime, I'm sure. She's probably bored. And the longer we're without a position or doing something that we love, it kind of wears on our self-confidence and our joy. So I can relate to that too. So this is the other thing that Archangel Zadkiel's affirmations. I am safe. I have constant protection surrounding me, deflecting anything that's not for my highest good. So I think that applies also to our conversation. It's easy for me to take action and move forward in life with joy and enthusiasm. So Hold that. You are a joyful energy, at least the times I've seen you. I don't know what goes on when I don't see you, but well, I see Gloria when I go down to Miami to do book signings down in Miami. She comes here too, but that's when I always see her. So nice to see you, Gloria. So shall we take another question from our live studio audience? Do one of you ladies want to? Do you have a thought? You don't have to say your question out loud, just so you know if you're shy.
I guess I'm trying to think of the best wording for it. I don't really have proper wording. I'm just in like a really big transformation, like emotional, physical, spiritual, all the things, shifting career fields. So I know about like all of the things that we've been talking about have been applicable to me.
Oh, good.
So just like waiting and letting it come to you, and I'm just I guess wondering and thinking about what the best method for fulfilling my soul purpose is. Ruminating upon that right now.
So do you already know what you're like, feel like you know what your path is? Like what your favorite things to do are and what you're really good at?
Yes. In a like super general sense. Yeah.
Okay, good. So, are you currently not employed?
No.
No. So this card indicates that it might be worth it, even in the meantime, and this could apply to all the job questions on this platform today, to do something philanthropic, meaning do something for free, do something to give of yourself, and especially in the genre that you already love to do. So if there's something that you love to do that you can do volunteer work, or even if it's not, how do I want to put this? It doesn't have to be to a company or a corporation, but maybe random acts of kindness that somehow relate to the work that you want to do. Now, the affirmation, this has to do with Tiger's Iron, is what I pulled out, and this also fell out before with the copper. That was one of the cards that fell out, and it just came out again, so obviously it's part of the story. I'm grateful for other people's good fortune. So if you're not already going, that is so good, I'm so glad they got blessed to get that job. Like we just heard of a colleague of ours her daughter getting a great job, and it's like, wow, that's so exciting. Like we were really authentically happy for her, making some nice money. It's really great. And so it brings me joy to see others experiencing happiness. And the more that we authentically are in that place, the more it brings that vibration to us as well. So try to dissipate any jealousy that might be arising in any area of life. And also, this is the part why I brought up philanthropic activities, is extend blessings and goodwill to others, increase philanthropic actions. So the more blessings we give, the more blessings come back to us. It's just an automatic, it's the law of reciprocity and the universal laws. Make sense?
Totally.
Hopefully that does something for inspiration.
Well, and you never know who you might meet doing things like that, too.
And one thing leads to another. It's divine timing and being at the right place at the right time with the right people.
Exactly.
Good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Miss Kate?
So we have another online question from Elaine Weiss.
Hi, Elaine.
She was wondering if there were any messages regarding her love life.
Look at this card right here. Right on top. Right here.
Oh, perfect.
Just like that.
Oh.
Didn't shuffle.
Is it Chamuel?
Yes, it is. Chamuel. Archangel Chamuel says, I attract healthy, harmonious relationships into my life. Tell me how she phrased the question.
Okay, it's actually funny, so I will read it verbatim. She says, any news on a love life? Question mark, LOL.
So here's the news across the nation. So the Archangel says, yes, there is something on the horizon. And so the question literally, so a lot of you may or may not know, but on my decks, I typically, not all of them, not this deck, but all the Gemstone Guardians, I like to phrase a question for contemplative thought. Are you ready to meet the love of your life or reignite your connection with your partner. So in this case, I did that so in case the person that got this card already is in a relationship. So notice I said, are you ready, with the ready emphasized. So think about that. Contemplate, am I ready? Am I really ready for this to evolve? How would my life be? What would it feel like? Is there space? Do I need to empty a drawer? Do I need to make space in my closet? Do I need to make space in my daily activity life, you know? And so that helps you to cultivate loving relationships. So cultivate the loving relationships that you already have in your life and start to change your mindset to think as a we versus an I. So the thing that helped me with that in bringing forth my Vincent was I started to think of we energy like, oh, when my husband is in my life, in my case I wanted a husband, well I actually wanted just a significant other when I first manifested Vincent. We manifested each other. And I would think, oh, it's 4 o'clock, let's see what he wants for dinner. And I'd make believe in my mind's eye, imagine myself calling and saying, oh, are we eating together tonight? Do you want to go to a restaurant or shall I cook? Or are you going to eat on your own? And this is a typical daily occurrence here in my life now, but back when I wasn't in a relationship, it wasn't. But I practiced what my life would be like as if it already existed. And that's what I recommend to help bring that forth. So the answer is yes, something's on the horizon. And think this thought, it's wonderful to be liked and loved. I think that's good.
Yes.
Kate, anything further that you want to add?
Taking that a little further, you could also take yourself out on dates. That helps too.
It does.
To like romance yourself a little bit.
Absolutely.
Get that vibe going.
I'm big on that.
Mhm.
And even after you're in a relationship, it's nice
Yeah.
to do that
It's
too.
important to remember the self.
Yeah, it is. Thank you. Good suggestion. Agree.
And Elaine says she's ready, willing, and able. So I think she's off to the good start.
I also officiate wedding ceremonies. No. I do, but we don't have to speed it along that fast. Did you want to ask a question,
I was pretty
Lise?
much going to ask the same question.
Were you? Do you want to apply that, or shall I pull another card and see what comes out?
Maybe another, because that's pretty much what you said last year, and I did what you said last year.
And nothing happened?
No.
All right,
And
so
I feel
maybe
like
you're not really
there's-
ready. Oh,
I
the
know.
angel of receiving. Ruby and Zoisite. Whenever I pull this, I always ask the person, are you getting ready to go into a new relationship? So Ruby and Zoisite is, do you joyously give but are unable to receive? So it might have to look back on your relationships from the past, not saying you didn't, but see how willing you are to receive love. It's time to receive with grace. It's safe for to allow others to do nice things for you and shower you with gifts. Permit blessings and love to pour into your open and receptive heart. I accept gifts, love, and attention with ease and grace. So, if you have, do you put yourself in places and situations where you could meet somebody?
I do everything except online dating.
All right.
Which I like
Don't
have
wanna
a
do.
block
All right.
against. It's the only thing left to try. I travel, I join groups, I volunteer, I work,
And are you pretty content on your own?
no.
No.
But
You might want.
I've had a lot of, I was a caretaker for so long, I needed a couple years
Yeah.
to not be a caretaker.
Yeah.
I'm kind of done with that, so.
And you don't want the new relationship to be a caretaker situation either. You don't want to bring that in. So,
Unless the divine sends it.
wait a second. No.
No,
Cancel, clear, delete.
If you're done with it, they won't send
I
that.
really don't.
No, so you get clear on what you do want
Yeah.
and stay away from thinking about what you don't want
Yeah,
as
no,
much
I
as
want
possible.
Healthy, happy.
Healthy, happy relationship.
Equal partner.
Yeah.
The last
Balance.
person I dated had terrible substance abuse problems.
Oh, yeah.
So I wanted I
You
need to
did
know-
your list?
Yes, I have my list.
And the list is what you do want, not what you
Yes,
don't want?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Then it's to continue to do what you're doing and envisioning and everything I just said to Elaine.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to remember names. Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see.
I officiate wedding ceremonies.
Thank
Just
you.
in case.
Just in case.
You're
No, it's not. It's not my number
No.
one thing. I'm just joking around. I do that, but that's not. I don't really need to do that.
Although Elaine said that you did marry her friends Amanda and Frankie Marino.
I did. I did. Down in Miami. It was a beautiful ceremony and wedding. She looked gorgeous. The whole thing was beautiful. Yeah, that was very nice. In fact, I feel like it's almost an anniversary. I don't know.
Interesting.
Maybe,
Timing-wise?
perhaps. I can't remember quite, but who's waiting online?
Christine Sibilia.
Oh, hi.
She just said that she will take a card if you are pulling cards. So dealer's choice.
Dealer's choice. That always makes me laugh. I can't look at the covers.
That one's hard to not look at. Though.
It is, this deck, because you see the colors, you see, maybe it's this right here.
Yeah.
Carnelian. So this has to do with letting your creativity flow and letting yourself take action on things. So if there's a project or some creative venture that, even if it's like crocheting, I've been crocheting lately actually, surprisingly. I know, it's kind of weird, but it's very calming for me to crochet. I like
It's
doing
not weird.
circles. I crochet in circles.
Yeah.
So this is, carnelian is orange. It's associated with the navel or sacral chakra. It is about allowing yourself to give birth to whatever your heart desires and to do it with joy and realize that you have unlimited potential. So the words on the deck that happen to be written by me are: activate the creative mind, finalize projects. I'm pausing because I want you to think about if there's some projects you haven't done finished. Haven't done finished. Realize unlimited potential, improve visualization skills. So take time visualizing what you want to create. Stimulate the courage to fulfill life purpose and potential. So it's the courage part. If it's something that you may be hesitating to step forward, is just do it, you know. You don't know until you try. That's what my dad always told me. You don't know until you try. So and you might want to wear some orange, or if you have some carnelian, put it in your pocket or your pillowcase with intention. So hopefully that helped.
She did say she'll be a grandma soon, and her
Talk about giving birth.
yeah, fertility like the next generation.
It is.
And her other daughter is getting married in October in Florida.
What part? I hopefully our neighborhood. Then you have to come play. It probably is, because I'm pretty sure you're. Who's getting married?
She just said other daughter.
Other daughter. Good.
Yeah.
No, I don't need to know name.
Yeah.
I wonder if, because I know that I'm pretty sure I'm remembering correctly that your cousin, I want to say, lives in the neighborhood. Fran. Yep. Okay. Well, I hope it's in South Florida so you can come visit us. I just shuffle that out of habit. Who else wants to know anything?
Geraldine Vasile says hi, and could you pull a card for her to open to any insights?
Any insights?
Another dealer's choice.
Dealer's choice. Oh, I can't look at this one either. There we go. Two cards. Medicine Buddha and Kuan Yin. So we're on a Buddhist thing here.
Yeah.
Buddhist Hindu kind of. So Medicine Buddha has to do with being the vibration, being peace, being a vibration of peaceful, healing energy for yourself or those around you. So words like affirmations like, which also are words, release attachments and align with love. I am divinely protected and emanate feelings of safety. So the blue goldstone, which is actually made of copper sulfite glass, man-made, blue goldstone helps to maintain focus on having the capacity to heal any kind of challenge or sickness that appear within you or in your surroundings, so that you're able to not only do work for bringing balance back to yourself, but those around you. So you got two.
Price of one.
Price, yeah, exactly.
Bogo.
Pogo. Kuan Yin. So Kuan Yin is very much someone who helps to restore balance and equilibrium as well, but she also is the goddess of compassion and mercy. In fact, we even have a spray for Kuan Yin. So this may be reminding you or asking you to take a look at if there's someone around you that, or some situation that maybe needs you to really delve into yourself, to be compassionate about that situation and not be so concerned about your personal welfare in that regard, but more about their well-being or the well-being of that situation. Selfless kind of vibration. So Kuan Yin is often portrayed in statuary and iconography, artwork, holding a vessel like a vase, because what she's doing is she's collecting the tears of the suffering of humanity, and then she's collecting it to take it away, suffering away from people, and pouring it out to release it. So that's a message in itself.
Yes.
True? True.
Very.
I want to say I got a card. I did.
Oh, it's perfect.
I know. Today's Ladybug Day. So, back in 1997, on January 6th, on the Epiphany, my mother left for the heavenly realm. So this is her heavenly birthday. And so 1997, I think I did the math. Is that 17 years ago? 23 years ago. Where's my calculator? It's usually right here on my right side between the two mice.
Well, there's a joke too that's like 2000 was 20 years ago, but it's weird because also 1980 was 20 years ago.
So yeah, I'm actually pretty good at math, but not this moment. So Ladybug is my connection with my mom. She was always I gardened with her, and Ladybug is a gardener's friend, because they eat the pest, they eat the aphids more specifically. And they would often land on me in the garden, and she'd say, Margaret Ann, make a wish, and it would like blow on it, and then my wish would go off to the heavens. Isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my imagine is the key to my success. That's true. I envision my future and joyfully participate as it unfolds. That's true. I am so incredibly lucky. That is so true. Ladybug is always also a sign of good luck, happiness, and prosperity. I have many blessings in my life, so very true. Abundance and prosperity are constantly flowing in my life. So these are very common thought forms I have on a very regular basis while I'm driving, while I'm showering, while I'm doing stuff that I don't have to be focused on other things. I have to focus when I'm driving. Then. You know what I mean.
Especially in South Florida.
Especially everywhere. Yeah. So, is there anybody that's chomping at the bit over there? Because we have a few more minutes.
Mabel also wants a
Hi.
dealer's choice message.
Dealer's choice. Do you have a preference as to deck? If she can type fast enough, let's see. Which deck is speaking to me?
Just think it really loud, Mabel.
I'm going to pick up, this is the Angels, the original deck. Angels and Gemstone Guardians cards. Citrine. Okay, so acknowledge your magnificence and focus on what you do well to increase your self-esteem. It's safe to be powerful in loving ways. Shine your light to reach your potential. You know how to do that. You shine beautifully with that beautiful head of hair you have, too. Such beautiful hair. So the angel of self-confidence is your angel today. I am courageous and shine my light brightly for all to see. I am confident in my abilities. I honor and respect myself for who I am and what I do and what I can do. I willingly allow others to see my magnificence. That's a good note to end this little gemstone oracle on, right?
Yes.
So we shine our light brightly for all to see. And, the more that we do, the easier life becomes, that's for sure. It really does. So, with that being said, happy Epiphany, happy 6th of July. I wonder what the 6th of July will bring. January.
We're getting a little ahead of ourselves.
I know. Maybe. I'm already thinking about that. What is that called? Oh, Christmas in July.
Yeah.
We do have a sale then. Here, let me start
pre-advertising.
All right, and remember, if you really want it, you can pre-order Gemstone Guardians and Your Soul Purpose on Amazon. Lots of love to all of you. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, blessings.